Hello, Sparrow. I am Vei Lin, and um, I'm not gonna do much this video. You don't need to watch it. It's another one of these yapping videos where I yap. I think I'm going to go into training mode. I do need to get better at Rocket League because I'm pretty bad at it, all things considered. Yeah. Here, let me back out. Training, free play. Short stack. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll first off practice, getting it into the goal, because you'd be surprised. I'm really bad at doing that. I should probably change that goal animation. I definitely have cooler goal animations. But see how bad I am at this? Okay. So that's like what I'm gonna be doing for this video. I guess we're gonna just be making goals. Just straight goals. Boom. Okay. Talking in an entertaining way. What's up, guys? Boom. Bah. Beautiful. Okay, I can't just be making noises. Alright. I am Vei Lin. What's cool about me? What's cool about me? What's cool about Vei Lin? Why do people even watch Vei Lin? What interesting things does Vei Lin have to say? He might have some, wisdom in some degree, but it's no good if he can't follow his own wisdom. What else? What do I teach about? What have I taught about? Well, in the past, I recorded videos on stuff like discipline, focus. Focus, I forgot. Right, that's really important. I'm not focused at all. What the heck? Alright then, if I'm thinking about focus, then you gotta have a goal. You gotta make sure you're removing all distractions that aren't your focus. Being truly focused is saying no to 1,000 ideas. Even if they're like amazing. You can't get anywhere if you're just accepting, yes, I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this also. Oh my goodness, and we're doing that too. Yeah, no, we can't have everything, okay? That's why I try to keep these videos as narrow as possible, as bland as possible. So it's just me talking. But even with talking, I could talk about a billion things. And that's why it's important to find a niche, because otherwise you get lost. So, I guess focus will be my focus. Of course. That's important. Focus is something everyone could use, concentration. Because I strongly believe, given enough time, you can do anything. Given enough time. You see, if I'm not, let's say I want to make a bunch of goals, and all I'm doing is just this. I'm not touching the ball at all. Okay, I'm not giving myself time. I'm not giving me making goals time. Okay, I'll never get good at making goals doing this. Okay, the only way I'll get good at making goals is if I give myself time to, try and make goals and improve. And bam, I made a goal faster than I would if I was just hopping over the ball. So that's why focus is important, because it's learning how to give time to things, which means that you can master anything. Because you had to give something 10,000 hours before you could say, hey, I'm bad at this, You gotta be able to give it time. You can't expect yourself to be good at it just right off the bat. Now, there's tools to help you focus. Because someone who masters something quick, a quick learner is someone who could focus quickly, who could give themselves steps to achieve something quickly. And in that, they start making goals faster and faster and faster. And over time, they get better and better and better because they're putting more time into it, they're putting more focus into it, and they're doing it in a more strategic way with more care. That way I'm not training me missing goals like this, let's say. I'm not doing this. I'm not training myself like having a really hard time to make the goal. Instead, I'm just training the goal. That's why focus is so important. You have one objective, you don't want to train anything else. You want to get rid of everything else but what your goal is. Okay? I don't want this ball to touch the wall, okay? I want to shoot it straight in if possible, just like that. And I want my focus to be on that only. So when I see the ball, I just shoot it straight in if possible. I don't waste time with anything else but what I want to do. They say focus is subtraction, not addition, okay? You gotta make sure you're getting rid of everything but what you want to do. I want to talk, okay? Great. You have nothing to talk about? That sucks. You gotta narrow down what you want to talk about. You see, when I think of focus, I think of a lens that is concentrating light into a narrow point. Light scatters, it's everywhere. You could have these huge, glowing lights, but you can't do much with them unless you focus them. Focus them into a laser. Okay, thank you for watching, Sparrow. Make sure to like and subscribe. And good night.